Hi everyone, welcome back to Tucker Family Homestead.
Hi.
Today we are doing a video about making homemade buttermilk biscuits. The kids and I been wanting to make these again for a while. Sometimes we make them and freeze them, but our stash is depleted, so we're going to make some just to have to eat for the next day or two. So come along with us as we make biscuits today.
Alright, so we're going to get our dry ingredients all together. First thing it calls for is 4 cups of flour. So we're going to get our 4 cups of flour together. Alright, we're going to put that in the bowl. Now this is my favorite flour to bake anything with.
It's wheat Montana.
Yes, I love wheat Montana flour.
Montana.
It's hard to find sometimes, but if you look online at walmart.com, they'll allow you to get 2 bags at a time since COVID. Before that, you could get more, but now you can only get a minimum of 2. Or a maximum of 2. Okay, so next we have 1 tablespoon of baking powder. But we have to do 2 because we're doubling this recipe. Baking powder is here. So here we go. One tablespoon. 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Alright, now we have to do a half a teaspoon of baking soda. Dakota, you want to hand me the baking soda? It's right here. Never mind, I got it.
Baking soda water.
No, we don't want baking soda water. We just... Nobody has indigestion today.
I know, but we could put baking soda in water and it's called baking soda water.
Yeah. Alright, next we need 4 teaspoons of sugar.
Sugar. What teaspoon? What's one teaspoon?
This is a teaspoon.
What are you talking about?
We need 4. Okay.
That's the cup for one name.
Yes, sir, we do.
Here's the
Alright, here's the sugar. Then we need 2 teaspoons of salt. Let me grab the salt.
I could have grabbed it.
It's up a little high. Okay, 2 teaspoons of salt. We use pink Himalayan salt
It's good.
for everything.
It's very, very, very good. And also, see you on the next video.
Alright, so we're going to take these dry ingredients and we're going to blend them together well to make sure everything gets mixed up. Whoops. This is real life, people. We're going to mix this together. Shayton is going to go get me the butter. Okay, it calls for, since we're doubling this, it calls for 12 tablespoons of cold butter. Yes, cold makes a difference. So you want to make sure your butter is cold. The boys are going to help me mill this in. Just a stick and a half of butter for the double recipe. You can put that back in the refrigerator. Thank you. And we're just going to take this and mix it in.
Will you keep mixing the paper? Yeah.
Alright.
I want to take the paper off.
Next we're going to mill this in. We're going to, yes, we will take the paper off, baby. Whoops.
No,
We'll put that in the trash. Yeah, I'll just cut off another chunk off of that we put in there.
Are you even
Yes, we're going to mill it in with our hands.
I'm too full.
And that will be our next step. Alright, now that we have all this flour milled together with the butter, we are going to add the buttermilk. Dakota, can you go get me the buttermilk, please? And Shayton is going to preheat the oven to 425. Yes, sir. Now, this recipe calls for 1.5 cups of buttermilk. Thank you, sir. So I'm going to measure it out.
Ew, that looks like yet
It's buttermilk.
Still looks like
Alright, so we're going to pour half of this in and then mix it in together using a fork. Alright. We don't want our dough to be too watery and we don't want it to be too dry. So we're going to mix it in a little bit at a time.
Medium and not too watery.
That's right.
And not
we want it
too,
just right.
and not too dry.
Okay.
How come it looks a difference?
This is turning into dough.
And then you get that squeezy squashy. Can we do the dough on here?
After we cut it, yes we will.
We'll fan out the dough.
We'll do that on the countertop.
I'll go get that.
We knead the dough and cut it into what we want it to be.
Can we help you do the kneading? I helped you before.
Y'all help me shape the biscuits and all that. Alright. Looks like we're going to need a little bit more buttermilk.
Okay.
Get some of that.
Still not shaking it yet now.
Start with the 1/4 of a cup and see how that does. Anybody that's ever did any amount of baking knows that sometimes those ingredients can vary from one time to the next.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Yeah, that stuff is turning into clumps. Clumps of dough.
Alright, so
Make sure you put in a little bit of it at a time.
that other 1/4 of a cup in there.
What
I think that did the trick.
Get hard and clumpy. Since it's hard and clumpy, it's ready to eat.
Yeah, it's not ready to eat. Did you preheat the oven some?
Yes,
Did you press start?
How does it restore this? Well, I have to do it again.
425. Start. Alright. There we go. Good thing that heats up fast. So we got our dough is ready.
Nice and clumpy.
Next, we're going to sprinkle out some flour so that we can
keep it from sticking to the counter because it's not good when that happens.
And sometimes I use parchment paper when I don't feel like dealing with cleaning the countertop, but in reality it still happens. So, no more. Okay. Our dough. Set the bowl to the side. Alright, so when I am kneading my dough, I like to flatten it out, and I like to layer it because it gives a different dimension to your biscuits. It's almost like a flaky, but not quite.
That feels good.
Alright. So I'm going to mix this dough really good.
Hope you cut it.
Yes, you will be able to help me cut, hon. Alright.
But where's the other of these? Can we let them see it without doing a time lapse?
I'm not a professional baker.
Yes, you are.
I'm just a stay-at-home mom. Although I do have a friend.
That is a professional baker.
Okay. So next I'm going to need my rolling pin that's down where the cutting boards are.
That's the one.
Not that one, the other one. Thank you, sir.
Now to whack everybody with it.
This is my favorite rolling pin. Alright. So we're going to roll this out.
Nice and yummy. Yeah. Now Mitchie.
Slide a couple of these things out of the way.
So you can have
Give us
a
some
bigger
space.
space.
Now I'm not going to roll it completely out before I fold and layer, but I'm going to roll it out pretty good. Alright, so I'll roll it out kind of like this.
Is it cutting time?
It's not quite cutting time. But I'll take this and I'll fold it in half. I'll fold it in half again. And then I will roll it out again.
So you get it nice and nice. And layered.
Yes.
If it's layered again, then you'll have bigger biscuits. Or
Well,
biggets.
they're just a little more flaky. That's all.
That looks like a head.
He's got a bunch of
Now,
lumps in the
it's a
dog.
nose.
Alright, so here we go.
It's cutting time.
Almost.
You just have to do that and we're done. And it's time to cut. And you want to add it again.
Alright. But like I said, you can
Not
make these. I love this recipe because some people say they make biscuits and they've tried to freeze them and they don't turn out good once they're frozen, but this works really well. I also use these. This is a regular ring for canning. I found that it works really good for cutting biscuits. So that's what we're going to use today. And we go in here and we try to cut as closely, get some flour on it to the edge as possible, and we'll work our way out. Alright, so we'll start here, and as we cut, you just press straight down. A lot of people like to twist and turn, but that can prevent your biscuits from rising like you're going to want. Okay, so Dakota, you do that one. Just push it straight down.
And
Alright.
back up. How are you going to do that?
Okay. So when I pull these biscuits off, I like to take them and round them off. And I start in the center of my stone, which is what I use here. So
Can I move over?
we're going to go ahead and cut those biscuits. Alright, we're almost done. That's because you're cutting in the wrong spots. You gotta go here. Almost done. Go ahead. Cutting. Please. You can't cut it enough.
Me too.
I'm push it all the way down. So it'll cut. Okay. There's one finger. There's one
That
finger.
was weird. That was weird.
Man, this is a way bigger biscuit than most of them.
See how I'm doing?
Pretty biscuit.
You just keep rotating it around. They have new biscuits.
Alright, looks like we're running out of room. Come on, don't smash it. Push it together. Hold on, I gotta pull that out again.
I was gonna hold it.
No, mommy will do it.
Just so we don't get.
So we don't get rolled out.
You don't want your fingers rolled out either.
And you don't want the finger to get cut.
Finish this up.
Not yet, not yet.
How come I can't cut?
I'm just gonna put it like that. And shake it up. Oh, I got it. Don't touch it. Alright. Alright, we're back. Our biscuits are done. As you can see here, I made a note to myself that the new oven cooks faster than the old oven, and we're going to bake these at 375 instead of 425 in the future. I hope you like this video. We hope you try our recipe. We love it very much, and we would love to know what you think. If you make it for yourself, please drop us a comment below. We're going to go and fix us something to eat. We're going to fix some biscuits and jelly with some homemade jam that we made this summer. We hope you have a wonderful day, and always remember to
Always grow something.
have a blessed day. Bye-bye.